and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sive if you're new, and today I'm going to be talking about fast growing plants for impatient people. I am super impatient, so I kind of like to see results pretty quickly when it comes to my plant care. Now, obviously, this hobby has taught me a lot of patience, but at the end of the day, I do still like things that grow fast because it does make me feel like I'm accomplishing something or it feels like I'm doing a good job, pretty much. Okay, so first up is my neon pothos. This was tiny when I got it. It was, just cut off pretty much all of these vines. This is all it pretty much was. This is one of my favorite plants in my collection, not only for the fact that it is super fast growing, but also for the color and the shape of the leaves. I am definitely a foliage gal. This and other pothoses grow very quickly, and I love watching it grow because I feel like every time I wake up in the morning there is a new leaf either starting to unfurl or just kind of starting to come out. Yeah, there she is, all pretty. So next up for the pothos section is my golden pothos, of course. I think I've showed this in pretty much every single video, but there's good reason for that. I absolutely love this plant. The vines are super long and super thick, very healthy. The leaves have started to get really big now as well. And I don't have small hands, and these are getting super nice and big. It's nice and bushy on top, which I love. And this is going to get super long and I'm going to propagate it soon. I'm very excited about that. But yeah, there she is. Next, I'm going to talk about my Scindapsus pictus. This has also grown so much since I've gotten it. I only got this in April, I think. Yeah, it would have been April I got this, and it only came up to about, here on the pot, a little bit below the bottom of the pot, and it just keeps growing. So let me find this vine. Okay, so on this vine in particular, this was the newest leaf, and the only reason I can tell is because it has a very sad little tear in it, but this was the newest leaf. So from mid-April to now, which is the end of June, it has went from this leaf to all of these. So it has grown 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new leaves on one vine. Now, this vine did split into two. I don't know why. It's kind of cool though. But yeah, all the other vines are the same. They've all just pushed out new growth. This, in my experience, grows quicker than a pothos, but I don't know what it is, but my Scindapsus just continues to grow quicker than any of my other plants, which I'm not complaining about because I want this to be a waterfall of foliage one day. I would like to put this above a door and have it as a living curtain, pretty much. But yeah. This is also one of my favorite plants, just for the sheer fact of that satiny look on the leaves, and that silvery variegation it just makes me happy to look at, really. Super easy to care for as well. It has identical care to pothoses and philodendrons, so super, super easy. If, again, same with pothos, if you want a fast growing, easy care plant, Scindapsus pictus, and there's a lot of different varieties as well. So yeah, there she is. So next up on my list of fast growing plants is my Monstera adansonii wide form. This continuously pushes out new leaves to the point where I actually cannot believe it. So I have this sitting slightly away from the window, and it doesn't get as light as and it doesn't get as much light as it probably needs, but it just, these vines are starting to, hopefully they're going to start kind of cascading. I'm still not sure if I want to have it climbing up a moss pole or kind of vining down yet. I'm not sure. I do have this in it for a bit of support. It's just a stick that I got from an orchid, but I'm thinking of training it up a moss pole just because I've heard that the leaves can get super big if you do that. But I'm still unsure. But this does grow very quickly. It was my first Monstera. I have the Ansoni and I also have a Deliciosa. But yeah, if you want like a fast growing Monstera, I know Monstera Deliciosa can grow somewhat fast if it has perfect conditions. But the Adansonii, in my experience, it grows so quickly, and I would highly recommend it. It's definitely a statement piece when it's nice and big. And I got this when it was very small, and it's growing nice and fast for me. So there you go. Next up on my list is my Tradescantia Nanook. That is actually flowering at the moment, which I am not going to lie, I didn't know Tradescantias flowered. There's another little one. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, its common name is inch plant, and I think that's because it grows so quickly. It's kind of like it grows an inch a day. It doesn't, but it feels like that. This, when I got it, these were only, like, they weren't even coming out of the pot. It was very compact in the pot, and now it is just getting huge. It is, getting a little root bound in there. I only got this in May. Like, I got this in the start of May. And again, it's, the end of June, and it's just grown in the month and a half. It has absolutely skyrocketed in growth. I'm going to start propagating it soon and possibly giving some to friends. Because, firstly, look at the back of those leaves. That purple is so pretty. But it's a really easy care plant. It is a little thirstier than the other three that I showed you, or the other three types. So the two Pothos is the Skindapsis and the Monstera. It's a little thirstier. It does require a little bit more water. But other than that, it's a super easy care plant. I just kind of leave it in my east facing window and let it do its own thing. And it's been doing well. So there you go. So last but not least on my list is Serrapegia woodii. So I have the regular one, and I also have the variegated one. So Serrapegia woodii variegata, or string of hearts. Now, these they've grown so much since I got them. This one I got for my birthday, and it has grown about a quarter of the size. So it was about up to here, and it's grown this much new vineage since I've gotten it. I'm obsessed with this. I wanted this one for so long, and my boyfriend got it for me for my birthday, which is amazing. But yeah, it's an absolutely stunning and very, very fast growing plant. So then the regular Serrapegia woodii I got in April, and it also has grown a lot. So when I got this plant, I'm not even kidding, it only came up to here. So it was only this much plant in April, and it was very sparse on the top. There was not a whole lot of anything on the top. So then since April, it has grown this much. I don't know how this grows so quickly. I have every single time I look at it, it's even longer than it was. And I love the fact that it grows so quickly, because again, it makes me feel like I'm doing something right when something grows fast, or when anything grows at all. It makes me feel like I'm doing a good job. Yeah, my two little string hearts. So they are my top fast growing plants. I do have a few more that I could talk about, like syngoniums, or even string pearls is quite fast growing in my opinion. I know it's not quite fast growing for other people, but for me it has been. Or I could even talk about philodendrons. But those are my kind of top favorites, or the ones that I've noticed have grown faster than anything else. So all of the plants I've showed you, I would recommend as beginner friendly plants. Even the string of hearts, which I know some people don't think are beginner friendly, but again, I'm a beginner. I started this plant collecting journey in January. So, if I can look after them, anyone can. I don't have a particularly green thumb. The times that I had plants when I was a kid or when I was a teenager, I always killed them because I always just didn't water them. But I would recommend all of the plants I've showed you today 100% as beginner friendly plants. And the fact that they grow fast is just the best thing for impatient people, including myself. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and I will see you again. Bye.